going on?
How are you? Let me turn you up some.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't hear a lot.
Probably because you on the other side of the room, but it's all good. No, just messing with you.
You silly. You know, I like being on the camera like that.
How you been?
I've been good. Let me turn this music down too. I was playing some music. I've been good. Oh my gosh, long day. Just of course.
And let me know if my music. I got music in the background too. Let me know if you catching any of that. I got Do or Die playing.
Okay, yeah. Just of course, just getting off the radio with Good Morning H-Town this morning, 5 to 10, and then of course I do the midday show afterwards. So
okay.
A little tired. I've been up since 3 this morning, but hey.
So double duties, like always.
Yeah.
Triple duties. You know, you all over the place.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you taking the time today to get on with the show. This is my, the show's first week, and we've really been getting a lot of dope people. A reason that I wanted to get you on and a reason that I wanted to create this platform is because I have a pretty good following here in Dallas, New York, LA, kind of all over the place. And I wanted to spotlight individuals like yourself that are super dope, workaholics. I'm writing a book. I'm gonna probably mention you in my book too. I'm talking about that later on. But it's like it's a group of people that I do business with and that I'm super tight with that are making things happen. We're not all at the level that we want to be yet, but we're on the way. I feel like you're one of those people that the world should watch for, and here we are. So
yeah, we have a pretty good relationship. I met you probably when I first moved here. Yeah, I met you when I first moved to Houston. Yeah. Basically, you've been a great plug for me with building relationships, and obviously we had one of the greatest times during Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta.
Oh, for sure.
Much fun. Yeah.
So while I have you here, of course, there's the pandemic going on, so a lot of people are stuck at home, and things like that. So with you being a radio personality, I know things are going great for you, but I also wanted you to talk about how it's kind of affecting things and how you're kind of working through it and staying motivated and doing everything that you're doing.
Well, the pandemic, obviously we're essential workers, right? So we have to work. The show doesn't stop, but we did start doing the show from home. So that in itself, people don't understand how much work that is. You know what I mean? Having to get up and then having to send the breaks. And when you're on a morning show, it's several people. So that hurt. But radio got hit really hard. I mean, I know our company furloughed, fired, laid off so many people. By the grace of God, I still have my job, but we got pay cuts. People don't see that part. You know what I mean? We got pay cuts. So let's just hope that you stay for times like this. It's been very, very tough mentally too. People that live by themselves, check on your friends that live by themselves, okay?
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Because everybody's complaining like, oh, I'm tired of my kids. But how about the people that just have to be at home by themselves? So it's been great for me because I've gotten to do some things that I really haven't got a chance to do. Mind you, I've been doing radio, been going so hard for it for the last 12 to 15 years, and I never got a break where I could just sit at home. So, even though I'm working, I get to just sometimes just sit at home and work, and that's been a blessing. So,
yeah, that's dope. So with that, with working from home, like, were you already set up from the technology standpoint, or did they have to?
It's easy. You have your laptop, you buy a Yeti microphone, and you plug in, and you download. We downloaded this thing called Clearfeed, where me and the rest of the people from the morning show can feed in and talk to each other. Like, it was really, really easy.
Oh, that's really good because I'm actually going to be interviewing a TV personality next week, and I was kind of going to ask her the same thing. She's in New Orleans, so I was going to kind of ask her the same thing, like, "Yo, were you set up to go?" Like, because with radio, obviously you probably do some video as well, but it's more audio. So well
now it's different because we have our radio show, but we also have live. IG lives that we have to do on 97 Out of the Box. So after I get off with you, I'm going to do a live with this girl from Essence Magazine.
Okay.
Talk about some things with her. So it's not only that, and I know everybody's looking all quarantine. Like, no, I can't be looking a mess right now.
Exactly. Right. And that's what I was thinking. And then even like from watching the draft yesterday, like people, normally people are going to New York or the draft was supposed to be in Vegas this year. So it's a little bit different when you say, okay, well, we go film you at the house with your family. Like, I'm like, what if your house ain't together?
What if your house ain't clean?
Exactly. What if you ain't got that much room?
What does it really look like at this point?
Yeah, you ain't got that much room in your house. You try to have, people plus cameras and stuff like that. You might not want people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. I know you're really big on fitness. So, how are you staying in shape during this
I'm
pandemic?
really in shape right now.
Hey.
No. So I was doing so good at the top of the year. Well, a lot of people, some people know, some people don't know. Remember, I had to have 2 surgeries last year, so I didn't get a chance to work out like I wanted to. I am a natural born athlete. I work out. I play basketball mostly in my entire life
Okay.
until I got to college, and so I'm a natural athlete. So when I wasn't able to work out for an entire year last year, actually I started getting sick. Remember we was in Atlanta for
Yes. The Super Bowl.
I started getting sick, and then I found out I had fibroids. So then they had to go in and remove those. So I couldn't work out for months after that. Then I found out I had to have vocal surgery shortly after that, and then I couldn't work out for that because the breathing and the lungs and stuff like that. So I started back working out in January, and I was getting it. Come March, I was getting it. It was like, So we've been working out social distancing at the park every now and then. But I have such a big workload, and I haven't been able to make those, workouts. So I have been at home. I do have like my mat, and I have my, resistant bands and stuff like that. But
Yeah. It ain't the same like going to the gym. Like you can do some stuff, but
going to the gym for me is therapeutic because when I get out the air, I've done so much talking and so much this and that. I can just go and release. And then like I love going and talking to different people because I bring that content to the radio. You know what I mean?
Right. And speaking of the surgeries that you had and stuff like that, I don't know if you wanted to talk about that or not, but I'm really proud of you for the way that you bounced back. And it's not funny, but I remember seeing you at a High C's wedding, and like you're one of those people that is written all over your face, and you couldn't talk at the wedding, and it was just like, hey Keisha, you like.
I couldn't talk. Because when you get vocal surgery, you can't talk for an entire week, and then you're not really supposed to talk for a couple weeks, right? So,
so you had your phone out,
and then I had my stomach wrapped because I had just had the other surgery from the fibroids, so I was all messed up last year.
Yeah. You had your phone out. You was showing people notes, like, okay, this is what I
say. This is what I would say.
Right.
So it is crazy to see myself now, like, dang, like I truly bounced back. And I understand now what God was doing because, when January hit, we got a new morning show. And it's like, oh, you're on a new morning show and you got middays. And then I just got syndicated on the weekends for other markets. And then I also do work for other stations. So God was just preparing me for what he was about to bless me with this year. And I couldn't see it then. I'm like, why are you breaking down, body? Why? And now I see. He was like, I have this for you in 2020, but I need you to be still.
I need you to be together.
Work on everything so you can receive all these blessings and be great at what you're going to do.
And you couldn't get syndicated and have all that stuff going and then break down. Like
and then break down, imagine that.
Yeah, that would have been an issue. And you mentioned the syndication. I know I saw something about, I believe, Indiana. Can you talk about more of the stations or the cities or?
I'll be announcing like what the other cities are this weekend. I'm not sure like everything, but it's a bunch of it's quite a few of them that I'm going to be in. Mark is going to be in. I don't know exactly the entire schedule yet. So.
Oh, okay, cool. So we won't.
I'll find out this weekend. Yeah, when I
perfect.
I'll find out.
Yeah, and I'll make sure and post it, on my page. When I see you post it, repost, you're one of those people that, you're always such a happy and good spirit, you know what I'm saying? So I always try to support in, whatever way possible, So, so outside of being syndicated, what else are you kind of working on right now?
Well, I'm like one of the biggest sports fans. Like, I'm a big sports fan, and I come from sports before I come from radio, And so you and I have talked a lot where I want to step into the sports field. I've always been kind of scared and hesitant because when I worked when I worked in Indianapolis, I remembered I would go to the camp for the Colts, and I remember like some reporters being mean to me because you got to think like I'm a cute black girl. They're like, oh, for sure to be playing around, and I'm really serious about my craft. So and that kind of like deterred me from really wanting to do that. I was like, well, do I really want to do this and put up with that? And so I kind of just stood back. But if I did sports, I would want to do one-on-one, like carry champion type of stuff. I don't want to sit at a desk, and I also don't want to be on the field. I want to do one-on-one sit down. So
and we talked about that a little bit. I actually have a call with one of the organizations that I've been, pushing for you to kind of be the Houston person for. I think that would really be dope. And you know, just showing some of the different things that you've done as far as your other interviews, and even like with your Tyler Perry, with your
I know. I
premiere
never even
stuff.
posted my Tyler Perry interview. I like totally interviewed Tyler Perry this year. And, you know, everybody's like 2020 is a mess. 2020 is crazy. Like, despite all of that, this has been actually a really big year for me.
Yeah.
Like, a really big year for me. Like, I didn't imagine I was going to sit down and talk to Tyler Perry and have an interview with him. I didn't think I was going to come into the studio and be on a morning show. I didn't think I was going to have a syndicated, you know, weekend. I didn't think I was going to do voiceover work at different places. But it's been a good year. But like, one thing about it is, I planted those seeds a long time ago. I planted those seeds back in 2004, okay?
Yeah.
When I started doing like college radio, I planted those seeds. I was diligent. I worked really hard. I started as an intern, and then I was
please talk about that journey, because like even the cities, because I know you've been in multiple cities too. So
yeah, I started as an intern, and then I went from an intern to the receptionist to HR assistant to promotions assistant to be on the air on the weekends in LA. And I knew in order for me to grow, I had to leave and go to a smaller market. So I left and went to Louisville, Kentucky, and I cried. It was like to Louisville, Kentucky, but it was one of the best decisions of my life. And I was there for 5 years.
Yeah.
5 entire years by myself. I left with $100. It was crazy. And headphones that my mom friend bought me, okay? My mom gave me $100. Now, I didn't even have my car. My cousin's friend that she used to be military with, let me stay with her until I got my first apartment. I was paying $7,000.
Yeah.
So when I tell you I started from the bottom, the dirt, the mud,
and then from
lights turned off, whatever you want to call it. I done been through it all. Okay.
And that's the thing about, you know, even with this pandemic, you know, as Black people, yeah, it's rough, but typically we've seen, you know, growing up and on the grind, we've seen kind of more, you know what I'm saying? So we know how to tighten up.
I know how to survive.
Yes.
I know how to survive in this. I know how to tighten up. I got a pay cut, so hold on, let me cut back really quick. I know.
Yeah, like I had a good friend of mine, like, and this is crazy. I don't even know. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants this out there or not. But he had, you know, he had lost a job and lost a home, and what he used to do was like he would go to the strip club every day because, you know, the strip clubs have good food and you can eat for free.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
See, you gotta be smart.
You gotta be resourceful. And then I had another homegirl. She was trying to be a actress in Hollywood, and she moved to LA. And like, I really didn't know her living situation, but all I know is she used to work out all the time at 24 Hour Fitness, shower, and then go to auditions. Like, I think she used to sleep in her car. Like, she was trying to get it. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, that's what sets people aside. I'm not telling you to go broke for your dream. I'm not saying that by any means. But if you really want it, if you really are passionate about what you do, and that's why it's so important to do what you're passionate about and figure out what your purpose is, because God is going to find a way for you. If you're walking in his will, what he wants you to do. And a lot of times we're not doing what God wants us to do. We're doing what other people want us to do or what we want us to do. So we're always hitting a wall. And if you continue to hit a wall, number one, you may not be working hard enough, or maybe that's not what God's plan for you is. And so
exactly.
You have to sit back and reevaluate what God has for you.
And I'm one of those people that I believe that your God-given talents will make a way for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta do what you gotta do and you know, and kind of figure it out. So, but yeah, that's.
You have, one thing about it is like you have to really want it. And I just see now, I see people that are just like, they want to do it because we live in an era of, you know, fame.
Yeah.
Famous. But like, what are you doing with your platform? How are you helping somebody else? How are you building up the next generation? What are you really doing with your platform?
Yeah. And I'm glad that you mentioned that with like, even like your platform and giving back. I know you give back and you spend your time with kids and different things like that, and I commend you for that. You know,
it's interesting, crazy though. I don't even post that stuff, like stuff that I do. I don't even post that type of stuff anymore, which I should. People are like, you should post it because people need to know what you're doing, and I'm like, but when I do it, I really do it for real. I do it from the heart. I do it strictly from the heart. So you know, you're not gonna see when I'm pulling up and getting dude to McDonald's right there, get out the car, and sitting there talking to him. Like I've done that so many times. So many times, like, I'm hungry. All right, cool, stay right there. I'm gonna go get you this food. I'm not getting money.
Right.
We'll have a conversation. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm continuously blessed. Like, I'm not saying I'm doing it to be blessed, but that's why I am blessed, you know?
Yeah, and I definitely believe when you it's just about paying it forward, basically. You know, a lot of people took chances on me. A lot of people took time with me to give me information. So I want to be a person that gives information to that next generation and to somebody else coming up. Like, like this 13-year-old kid, I guess he's trying to get in the media, and some kind of way he found my show. So today, after my show, I'm actually going to do like a little interview with him. So he want me to be on his show today. So, and I can't tell you what city he in. I can't tell you how he found me. But I was so impressed. Like, I was interviewing somebody yesterday, and he was in the comments like, yo, I want to go live. Yo, I want to go live. I'm like, you know what? DM me. I got you. So.
And the thing is, when you're walking in alignment, like, you don't even realize who's watching you.
Yeah, for sure.
Realize when you're walking in alignment. A lot of times people force those things like, man, I want to do this. But you, like, when you're walking in alignment, God will truly like set up that divine intervention for you to help the next person. And it's so crazy. Let me tell you something. I always end up helping somebody, but in return, they don't even understand how much they've helped me.
Yeah.
How much they've helped. When I'm sitting there talking to kids, like, I'm learning stuff about myself, you know, about my past traumas through what they're dealing with and how to identify my past traumas. And so I love talking to younger people, and I love talking to older people. Yeah.
And it's really dope for me to like, you know, just look at things like that. And I like how, like, so many people don't be mentioning God, you know what I'm saying? And how much that he's, you know, done for you. And it's like, I noticed it last night. Tua from Alabama got drafted, and, you know, they talking to him about everything else. And he was like, hold on. Let me give it up first, you know? So I think that's really, really dope. So I didn't want to, you know, like, have you on here forever. I don't know. I know you got.
I don't have another one till 3, but I know you have some people.
Okay, yeah. I don't think they're in here yet. I was supposed to have LaRon coming up from Atlantic. I know that's your homie too. So he should be popping in here in a second. So we'll get to him. So, Court said hey too. You getting a lot of shout outs on here. You getting all kind of shout outs. I think Keith Jacobs checking in too.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
I said Keith Jacobs.
Oh, hi Keith.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the homie too. So, but yeah, you're one of those people that don't like to, as I say, toot your own horn. And I feel like that's why you need other people around you that can kind of tell people really what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's so funny you said that because my homeboy called me this morning. He was asking me to do something for him. And he said, dog, do you realize like how far you come? Have you taken it in that you're on a morning show in a top 10 market, top 5 market? Do you realize you're syndicated on the weekends? Do you realize? And I was like, I don't, because whatever project someone gives me, I just take that and I just go and work, and I just do my job. I do what I'm supposed to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I never sit back and like think about where I've come from. But today when he said that, I was thinking about like how hard I had it last year. And I was like, oh, God was just preparing me for what's going to happen this year. And there's so much more that he has set up for me that I'm even working on now that I really can't say. But I'm like,
yeah, and you know, at times I tell you, like, I don't think you realize like who you are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be bold with it.
Everyone's like, you're so humble. And I'm like, cause like we all have a dream. Like the difference is I went for my dream. Like that's how I look at it. Like the difference is I went for my dream, and my dream happens to have a platform, right?
Yeah.
So people are always like, but then I'm always in awe of people like, cause like, and I talk about this all the time. I came up in the era where Kendrick Lamar was grinding, Big Sean was grinding, YG was grinding, and I got to see these guys firsthand, you know, when they were young in the studio and see how far they've come. And I'll never forget, I was in Louisville, Kentucky when I was working out there, and I saw Kendrick. I haven't seen him in so long, and I was backstage. He goes, Keisha, I'm so proud of you. He was like, we've come so far, we made it. And I said, Kendrick, no, you made it. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. He said, no, but you're like planting the seeds of where you're going to go and where you're going to be, you know. And I really didn't understand that. So now, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Like, you know.
Yeah. And that's like the thing that, like, I like Steve Stout. And so Steve Stout would always talk about how when he was coming up, things were 2 or 3 calls away. But as you elevate, your friends elevate too. And so now things are 1 call away. So, you know, you can really make things happen. And then I think Issa Rae mentioned the importance of networking across. so many times we try to network up, and these people ain't even really trying to hear us. But if we just network across and make sure we, throw the alley-oops to our people around, when they come up, they can throw it back. You know what I'm saying? So
it's crazy because I was just thinking about even like I used to love college dropout, college dropout and graduation. They registration too, but I remember one line I used to be like, dog, I was like a nervous breakdown. This man, is that much better than me? Baby, I'm going on an airplane and I don't know if I'll be back again. Like literally, like that's how I used to feel sitting at that front desk. Like, dog, I was having a nervous breakdown. This man, is that much better than me? I left and I didn't come back. Like literally to build.
Right, and that's why another thing that I talk about is how important it is to be good to people, no matter what what their title is, because that intern can be the morning show host, and if they did you wrong when you was the intern or when you was working at the front desk, you know what I'm saying, and you may not use it against them, but you go remember it.
I remember every artist that was shitty to me. I remember every record label that was shitty to me because I was the receptionist. But there was one, and I'm going to say this, Reza. Reza was working for Interscope back then. Reza works at Rock Nation now. My brother. Reza,
hey, I got Reza on. Reza going to be on the show next week.
And so he treated me so well, even when I was an intern. He would take me to get something to eat and everything. And then when I ended up moving to Louisville, he was the Midwest rep for Interscope. So we were building there. And then when I moved here to Houston, he comes here frequently too. So it's like literally who you meet when you're an intern, y'all gonna cross paths. It's full circle.
Absolutely.
You have to treat people like you have to be really nice to people. I always believe in that. Just be kind. It doesn't take much to be kind. And there were so many people that were so mean, nasty, and rude, and they're not even in the business anymore. They can't even get a job.
Yeah, and like you said, you never know who's watching. Like probably 90% of my business comes from referrals. So, like how you treat somebody, how you do good business, if you're a person of your word, things like that. That's, that's super major in this industry because it always turns around.
It always turns around.
But yeah, man, I know we can do this forever. So let me get on. I'm hoping LaRon gets in here. And then I have Jared Couch from Washed series coming up as well. So thank you so much for taking the time today. Do you need to give any last shout outs? Where can people find you? I know obviously we're going
18 people in here. KEISA NICOLE. That's it.
Hey.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I'm going to hit you up later so we can talk about everything else.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.